I'd like to share with you a couple of videos that will show you the process we go through when we customize websites for some of the agents in our Personal Power Brands program. In the first video, our brand display specialist shares with Phyllis the changes that she recommends making to her website. Then in the second video, she showcases the changes she has been able to make. Let's take a look.
I'm going to be taking you through my recommended changes to your website. Okay, so I'm going to go page by page, starting here with the home page and explaining to you what ideally I would like to do. Now, I do like to make sure that I tell everybody that there is not a guarantee that I'm going to be able to make all of these changes. These are what ideally I think would look best, and I am sometimes restricted by the platform that your website was built on. So I won't necessarily know that until once I get approval from you on the changes I would like to make. Once I get into your platform, I'll know for sure whether or not I can make all those changes. And if I can't make all of them, I will make every one that I can. Okay? So to start here, if you want to just kind of follow my mouse around the screen, I want to start up here with your navigation menu. I would like to center this on your page, and I would also like to change the color. I think the gray is a little bit hard to see, so I'd like to maybe make that white or put a bar behind it. I'll see what I can do. Now, the next change I would like to make is the background right now that's currently clouds. I would like to make this a solid color. I think it's a little bit distracting, and having a solid color is going to allow the important information on your page to stand out a bit more and keep the focus on your information rather than on the background. This area right here, I would like to make a full page header here, or a full width header, excuse me, to include a photo from your BrandFace photo shoot, your new brand logo, and one of your chosen branding images. Underneath that, I would like to have your elevator speech that you created going through your BrandFace workshop, and also I would like to feature your signature sound bites. So those would be in this area right here, kind of where this welcome text is. You have a list of testimonials here. I would like to pull some of these out, eventually remove this and intersperse these testimonials throughout your site. So I would like to take one or two of these and put them back on the home page. Down here on the footer, now this is going to be on every single page. I would like to condense your footer a little bit and differentiate it a little bit from the rest of your page. So whether we can make this section right here a different color, or if we can just put a line and condense this information down a little bit, and this as well. All right, last thing I would love to do is back up in your header. I would like to add your social media icons. Right now you have them on the contact page, such as your Facebook, your LinkedIn. I would like to move those into your header so that they show up on every page. Right, let's move on to your About page. Not too much that I want to change here. The header that we put onto your home page will show on every page, just like it is now. So you'll have your header here. Now the main part of the page, I would like to take out these blue and white boxes. Your background ideally is going to be a solid color instead of these clouds, so I don't think you'll have the need for these boxes anymore, the background of the boxes. I would like to make your About Me, your biography here, the one that you did during your BrandFace workshop. This information can potentially go underneath it, but I think it's important to have your bio that you wrote that really is what is going to help people understand exactly who you are, where you came from, how you came to be, really help them connect with you. And I think that that should be up here at the top. Now, one thing I like to do in biographies, since they tend to be quite a bit of text, is to pull out a really important quote and make it larger font, make it a bigger color, so that if someone decides not to read your entire biography, at least they can get the gist of it. They can read that one, really important sentence, one really important quote. I would also like to add a photo here of you, so I can find one from your photo shoot and set that up for you. It just helps to break up the text a little bit and add a little bit more visual interest onto an otherwise kind of text-heavy page. Last thing, you don't have an FAQ page, so the FAQs that you did, while going through your workshop, these right here, I would like to create a page and add these FAQs on there. All right, so that is it for my recommendations for your website. Once you get back to me letting you know that these changes are approved, or if there's any changes you want me to make, any additional changes, please respond to the email I'm going to send you with that. But once I get your go-ahead, I will get into the back end of your website and get cracking on this.
In the second video, Stephanie does another screen recording showing Phyllis the changes she was able to implement. Let's take a look.
Hi Phyllis, this is Stephanie Hinders with BrandFace again, going over the changes that I was able to make to your website. I'm going to be going through my list, so bear with me if I have a couple pauses. I want to make sure that I don't miss anything that I was able to change for you. So the first change will start up here at the top. I was not able to, unfortunately, center your navigation menu, but that was just a small change. The next change that I made was your header image right here. So that is now updated to your newest header. Underneath that, I added your elevator speech along with your signature sound bites. I also changed the background of your page. Instead of an image, I made it a solid gray. I think that it helps your text to stand out more, and especially now with your very colorful header image, I think it allows, it's a little bit less distracting. I did not change or remove anything else you had on this page. I just moved the boxes around a little bit, and I scooted your social media over here to the right sidebar. So that is what I changed on your home page. Now I'm going to move on to your About page. On this page, I added a little title here. Again, trying to bring your branding elements in anywhere that I could. I added your biography that you wrote while going through your workshop, and I added this great photo of you from your photo shoot. I had also talked about picking what I thought was a really sort of telling or important line from your biography and pulling it out and making it stand out. So in case someone chooses not to read your text-heavy page, which most biography pages are, at least they can find this one important quote that is very telling about you and how you serve your clients. I kept the text you already had on here. I just designed it a little bit differently. And then last but not least, I added a frequently asked questions page underneath your About on your main navigation menu. But here all I did was take your FAQs that you created while going through your workshop and put them on here with a little bit of color. Okay, so that is it for the changes that I was able to make within your pre-existing theme. Let me know if there's anything else that you feel needs to be changed. Feel free to shoot me an email in response to this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
This should give you a great before and after picture. As you can imagine, not all changes are this dramatic. Work with your webmaster to make the changes necessary to put your brand front and center. And as always, if you'd like to upgrade to our personal power brand workshop at any time, click the upgrade button and we'll help you with this.